Just a quick reminder to you. Every way of thinking, that means every expectation that can't be reconciled with Christ, will turn into an issue over time. Among some psychologists, well, actually, it has been established as a norm in some disciplines, there's this 18-month rule. Every emotion, or let's say heavy emotion or toxic behavior that lasts longer than 18 months is an issue. So if a loved one passed away, it's normal that you have a 3 to 18 months period of grief. At least that's what they say in the world. In the world, if it lasts longer than 18 months, it has turned into an issue and you need help. Now, I don't follow that 18-month rule. First of all, I'm not a psychologist, I'm an anthropologist, but you already knew that. Secondly, I have a lot of knowledge of the spirit world, both the supernatural as well as the paranormal. It's obvious also. And so I'm telling you, don't look at the time frame, where it lasts 3 months or 18 months or more than that. Just look at the expectation itself. If it can't be reconciled with Christ, it is an issue already. Even if it's taught in the name of Christ. So if you have people that talk about overcoming sin, fighting sin and all that, it's all about self-improvement. It's all about making yourself God. That's what it's all about. It's not about relying on Christ and walking in His power. So even though they come with the name of Christ, they use Bible verses for it, that expectation that many of those Babylon church are teaching you is itself an abomination. So when you receive that teaching, it will work out decay in your mind, your soul, and eventually it will work out decay in your finances and in your whole life. If you see a tear somewhere, let's say you are a farmer, okay? I'm talking to farmers now. If you see a tear growing on your land, it's best to remove it immediately. If you allow it to grow for a few days, it will spread around here and there. And soon you'll have a whole plot of land filled with tares. I don't talk about the parable of the wheat and the tares that Christ gave. I talk about natural farming. If you see that there is an invasive weed growing on your land, the moment you notice it, get rid of it immediately. You wait, it will get worse. The same it is with doctrines of the world that are based in duality and with a root of fear. That's how it is with worldly teachings. That's why Christ told his disciples, beware of the teachings of the scribes and Pharisees. And he used yeast as a parable for it. Now, what is yeast? Those who love baking know what yeast is. You take it, you put it in water, it will gain to foam, then you put it in a dough, and when you're working it out in the dough will begin to rise. They use it for bread, they use it for cakes also. Well, that's how false teaching is. It's like paranormal yeast. You take it with some water, that is Bible verses, and to make it appear good, it will begin to foam, so you think it's successful. When you put it in daily life, when you put it in your mind, it will be a disaster. So what do you do with invasive weeds? I'm talking about paranormal weeds now. You uproot them immediately. Don't allow them to stay. Don't be gentle towards them. Well, that's it for this video. Keep on agreeing with Christ and be at peace.